had my Wi-Fi off. Computer stuff. It should be good. It should be, yeah. The Wi-Fi was off. Yeah, I had the Wi-Fi off. My bad. My bad. Can't. I mean, didn't that lady just lose her job? What I'm supposed to? I'm just confused on what I'm supposed to. A Jewish people? Okay. Okay. I mean, but Kendra, I don't really think that's none of my bit. I mean, then, hey, because if I call her out, that means I got to call everybody out about everything I done seen. Man, if I see, that's wrong. See, then I got to call everybody out, and that's a big old job. Man, because everybody doesn't see it somewhere in some other boxes that's been wild, some wild shit. Some wild shit. There's been some wild stuff said all around, man. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know, man. I don't really know if I don't know if I want to do that one. I mean, they already kind of said, like, he ain't calling her out because she dig her own holes and stuff like that. And, it's kind of, it's kind of true. Let me get this thing straight. I'll let you in the box. Hold on. It's wonking up. There it go. I'm raising my arms up in there. Now it won't let me accept. I'm pressing the button. I just pressed it. Accept. God dang. Now look at this. Now there it go. See how it took. My joint is all messed up.
This is crazy because, I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say it anyway. Y'all need to back the fuck up off of Mal. Like, I know what the problem is, but y'all don't want to know the truth. You mad because you're not getting them numbers. You jealous because she gets those fucking numbers. Y'all are doing too much. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, are we just like the people that Mallory and Pastor Petty go after? And I've had this talk with a couple of y'all. Like, everybody has a different assignment. That shit, what Mallory does, I could never freaking do it. You gotta have a good kind of stomach to do that shit. But for y'all to just say, Pastor, call her out, it's like y'all like to see the demise of greatness. That's what it is. Y'all jealous. It's something y'all got to deal with within your inner self to say, ask yourself, why is it that's who I get up, eat, live? Do you eat, live shit, Mal? Is there Mallory shit cakes now? Do we go to the grocery store and just buy those cupcakes? Because Mallory be in places where I be at, and she actually wants to learn. Like, she's few of the white tea women who really want to fucking learn shit. Like, literally don't come up. Like, I don't know if y'all know that. I go into some dark spaces, don't I, Pastor? And Mal goes right there with me, and Mal takes notes and shit. Like, some of y'all, I don't see y'all until I'm over here. But Mallory, she come in the trenches where I be at. But like, I'm confused. Y'all gotta help me get some. She doesn't want to learn. That's Lemon Yellow Sun. That's a personal attack that you have. And I'm gonna make you famous for 2.2. Give me 2.2 seconds. That's not true, because actually she comes into spaces and she actually is learning. We actually have lives that I wouldn't share with some of you guys, because I know that you have to unpack. Literature is good. Like, I'm not going to check out Snoop Dogg's shit, because Snoop Dogg has a personal attack against. Y'all won't call it out, but I'm a mother, a nana, a auntie, and I call that shit out. Like, y'all won't call that shit out. Like, I know when somebody's really truly trying to learn. Like I have in-laws who are white tea and they weren't trying to learn. Respectfully, you can disagree with me, Lindsay, and I'm going to make you famous for 2.2. That's a personal thing you got against her. I would too, because the motherfucking woman is smart as fuck. And sometimes she speaks in layman terms that makes even the most illiterate motherfucker comprehend shit. Like she gives me like a lot of insight on a lot of shit. Like, do I agree? I think she's too merciful to a lot of y'all. Yup, I said it. She too nice to some of y'all. Shit, I think she need to cuss some of y'all out. But she like to make shit pies. She give y'all shit pies and she be so nice. I be like, come in my shit trying to tell me how to run my shit. Come into Zay's shit trying to tell Zay how to run his shit. Y'all crazy. Y'all trying to tell this woman how to run her lives. You cannot go on TikTok and tell no content creator how to run their shit. It's easy how you can get not watch Mallory. Swipe up, swipe down. Block her. And you'll never see her content.
I mean, it's a few things you done miss. It's a few. There's a few things. It's a few things.
Okay.
Let's list a few things you done missed. There's some.
Shit.
Yeah.
You got to message me. What the hell I done missed, damn it.
Yeah.
Message me. Don't even put the business out there like that. Just message it to me. Because you know I've been doing the chemo and shit, so.
I know. How's it going?
It's going good. It's what was it that Duckworth motherfucker said? He said, I don't have stage 4. I call him Duckworth, whatever that motherfucking name is. What's his name? But I'm doing good. They're hard. The picks are hard to go in when your body rejects them. So you have to go back so many times. That's how you know if somebody's really going through chemo, that everybody has to get a pick. And sometimes when you do radiation and you do chemo, it's not a good thing because it messes with your bone density.
That don't sound fun. I'm glad it's going good. I am glad it's going good.
I was sick a lot. Puking a lot. My tongue is black. I got black spots on them. But they said eventually that'll go away. Because, you know, from the radiation, you're burning with whatever's inside of you. People don't never talk about that. But I would tell, they always talk about the ending part of it. But I'm vain and I wanted to save my hair. So there's a cap that's very uncomfortable that you have to wear. They don't talk about those things. They don't talk about the aftermath, or sometimes you don't want to get up out the bed, or sometimes but you still got to do it. So, you know, it's just wild. But yeah, it burns within itself. Yeah, the cold cap. Yeah, that's very uncomfortable.
Try, because my mom went through chemo. Try she did strawberry shakes. That helped her mouth so much.
I have a zero. Remember, I had the weight loss surgery, so my stomach, a lot of things. I like oysters. Is that weird? Smoked oysters. It's certain stuff I can eat. I can stomach, but like a regular meal, yeah. I've lost a lot of weight though. I've lost probably that's another side effect. You lose a lot of weight. Thank God I did not have to get a bag though.
I just came up real quick. Auntie Carmen, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Remember when you were like cheering me on for the live that I held?
I still do.
Okay. So has anyone heard from her since I had the live, I held the live, I posted it on my YouTube? Because like that, you know, you sit here and say that she wants to learn and she tells me she wants to learn. I offered to show her the live, you know, and and I haven't heard anything.
She was in my live. She was in a live that I was in with Bold, her and Wifey, I believe it was. I might be pronouncing their name wrong, but we had a live. Cause see, Pastor Petty will tell y'all are really, really sweethearts. The places I go are places I don't recommend for you to go. Like if you drop the N word or if you're a racist, you're gonna unpack wherever I go. You're gonna be taught. I'm gonna send you literature. I'm going to educate you. And I think the top 3 books that every white person should have is these 3 books. There are 3 books, and I shared it with you. There are 3 books if you're really trying to unpack, because white privilege is really big. But yeah, she was in a live. She was in Bold's live, matter of fact.
But did she address what we addressed on my live? Did she ever
Yeah.
acknowledge it? Did she ever summarize what she watched and what she understood? Or did she just say, oh, I heard that she
No.
had a live, this, that, and the other, and
I
then
invited her to come up.
dismissed
She
it?
didn't, and she said she just wanted to listen. Carmen goes in some great live. Stop saying that. Don't be telling people that, Christina, because Pastor, I tell a lot of people, don't always come where I'm at. Because where I'm at, it will emotionally like tear you up. Like if you are racist, it's going to check your racism at the door. Because I go to a lot of places where it's going to check you. Like I'm in an interracial marriage, and Pastor, I've never told anybody this on this app. But I made my husband unpack. Oh, you gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about your white privilege. We're gonna talk about things that Pastor Petty and I can't do, you can't do, that Mallory can do. Like that's just how society is. And another thing is that people buy people. Like that live that you had, Queen, you should have had more people in that live and I share that with you and Rissa. There should have been
Right.
at least 500 people in that live. But that told me the people that come over here to Pastor Petty's live, that made me look at them totally different. Not just Mallory. Because Mallory has came with I'm not siding with Mal. Please don't. If Mal has done something, I will personally talk to her privately. Because I think education, I think you can educate. I had to educate my father-in-law, and he's 80. So imagine my father-in-law thought going to Africa was saving the world. I said, no, you need to stay here in America and help American Black children. That's
So
what
can
you
I ask you, Auntie,
Go
have
ahead.
y'all discussed in terms of the Black scent and the Black isms?
No, no, I haven't had that conversation. Tell me what has happened. Okay, we up here like it's cousins.
Well, you know, there's chapters on chapters, and
There's a lot.
I was wondering if Queen could, if she has the time right now to reteach it, and then we could
yes.
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
just give me like 2 minutes to get back up to my apartment, and then I can go over what I went over in my life, just so people who did want to hear it. There was nothing negative. It was just a learning. I just wanted to know if she actually listened to it, because I offered to talk to her privately. I never got that private conversation. I posted it on YouTube. I wanted to know if she genuinely wanted to learn. So that's all. That's all. I don't.
But you know what,
But I
Pastor?
don't.
What was sad to me?
I will.
What was sad to me? It was only 60 people in there. And Pastor Petty, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I believe that there are a lot of people that are prejudiced, racist. You are accepted, and because you're accepted of who you are, right? What Queen could do, or I could do, we can't do what you can do. Does that make sense, Pastor Petty? Because Queen had a live that was so educational. We prayed. I prayed her through it. I talked to her, and I was like, you know what? Hold no bars. And it was so informative and educational wise that I was grieved in my spirit. I was like, wow, Pastor Petty be having big numbers. Mal be having big numbers. And see how Rissa and all of them are nice? I don't have a filter. None of those people were in that live. They reported Queen's live in 60 seconds. 60 seconds, Queen was taken down. And we had to keep tapping because they didn't want it to get addressed.
But Auntie Carmen,
Yes, ma'am.
Mallory chose not to come to that live.
Correct.
And it's not, we just need to get with you. There's multiple things. It's not just one thing. And I understand that she follows you to places. I'm sure she does. But she chose not to come to that live.
Yeah, they got some. It's some
It's not
receipts out
it's
there.
not just the yeah, and it's not just the choice. It's when the follow up the following day as a peer when Queen went privately and gave the information and said, here's everything I discussed. It's up. Let's talk about it. Get with me. The next day it was kind of like I heard it went down and no. The perception is always the key here because this is the internet. When you give the and just know to us seems like I don't give a fuck. That's what we receive. When we have someone like Wifey to Wifey who came up there and was like, hey, I want to know, help me do better, say better, be better. I have questions. And we offer support. And that's someone that's genuine with it. On the app, off the app, to the side, to the left, to the right, up and down.
Wait, sis,
Those
wait.
are different.
Here's the thing. Let's do this right now. It's real simple. Share the live. Share the
Okay.
live.
So,
Share the live.
if you guys want me to go over real quick what I went
Yeah,
over
but
in my
wait, can we get like 2.2 seconds? Share the live to Mallory. Share the live. We patient. You know, come on, we've been dealing
I
with
think
this
I
all our
blocked,
lives.
so y'all share the lives.
Who said they blocked? What the fuck?
She blocked me that day, so you know, it's fine. You know, but somebody else share the live, spread the love, you know.
But to the person that is like, I'm telling you, I speak to Queen, and I told her, I said, I think you're gifted. Like Pastor Petty is good, has always not liked scammers, dry beggars. He has never liked those people. When Pastor Petty first came out, Petty would do the news, everything. I don't know how long some of y'all been following, but I was following Pastor Petty when he used to just have 50 people in there, right? And I've always loved following Zay. All I'm saying to y'all is everybody can't get those numbers that Pastor Petty gets, right? What was sad to me was at that very moment, at that very time, when Queen did that live, and I'm grieved that some of y'all in the comments, because I don't miss nothing, said, I wish I could have been there. I call your bullshit. Because, see, my husband taught me being a white tea privileged man, heterosexual man. Some of y'all just don't give two fucks. And y'all will sit and eat with us and do everything with us and not want to learn or be educated. But my best friend, some of my closest friends had to learn to unpack. How could you say that you missed it, but y'all here for some of the shit shows? Y'all be in Mallory's live. Mallory be having 1 point, and I'm not pocket watching. Mallory be having 1.5 thousand people in that live. The day that Queen addressed and the way Queen done it was so eloquent. The delivery, pastor, was so beautiful. How she broke it down. She played videos. There were people saying that they never, pastor, it hadn't even been 60 seconds and somebody reported that baby's live. 60 seconds. And
I think we can go on with this. It'll be a good time to go forward with Queen's educational moment. Due to a couple of minute notes that I am aware of, I think this would be a perfect transition at this very moment.
Okay. Okay, so when I did the live, let me just put it up here now because I had it. So let me just add the background so you guys know what I was discussing, I'm sorry, hold on, I wasn't kind of.
And the side note of educational purposes only.
Right, educational purposes only. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put my phone down so you don't see my big old head. But anyways, I was basically discussing the differences between what allyship truly is for people of color and YT people, or people who are not people of color, versus performative activism. There's a difference between the two. And when I first opened up my live, I had expressed, not specific to any creator, but there are many YT creators going against each other and throwing the word racists out toward each other and just hollering it. Just, that's all you hear. Racist, racist, you're a racist. And so I sat and wrote a few things down trying to express my feelings. And the first one I always want to ask YT creators is, what is your goal in regards to exposing racists? And I told people in my chat that if the common answer would be, well, people need to know that they're racist, I ask them, then what impact or reach did that person that you're accusing of, like, what did they do? What is the impact that they put on you? And how does this improve things just to set off the alarm in your lives about that person? Like, what is the purpose? I never understand what the purpose is besides just ringing the bell every time. One thing I explained that I see on this app is things such as bigotry of low expectations. Yes, Petty?
To the comment cousins, please be nice. Do not say anything mean about Mallory. Do not say anything about anybody in her chat mean. Please be nice. We're doing an educational moment. It may be helpful for everybody. Please, for anybody that's listening, please, we're just trying to be nice. Please be nice. I'm muting.
Yeah, this is generalized. This was a generalized live, so this has nothing to do specifically with Mallory. This has to do with handfuls of YT creators pointing the finger at each other. So anyways, I said that there's a thing called bigotry of low expectations. If you don't know what that means, it basically is like, it's the race fallacy that the minority group has the inability to be held to the same standards as everyone else. Basically, people make assumptions that a marginalized group don't have the ability to be judged or expected to perform on the same level of expectations. Therefore, we should just let it be and assume they don't know better. For example, Black people can't conduct themselves in public because of oppression. So we have to let them continue without expectations that they can behave in public. That is an example of bigotry of low expectations. And a better one to put in perspective in our community is when our YT creators who think that they're being allies and they're blowing the horn on racism louder than we are, it almost comes off to me that we have low expectations of being able to stand up for ourselves. Like, we're not educated enough to stand up, or we are not loud enough to stand up for ourselves when it's time to call out people for racism. You can't be an ally and lead at the same time. I know that I appreciate you standing beside us as an ally and not in front of us as if we can't fight our own battles. Sometimes, and I know I've talked to other Black creators or viewers on TikTok, and sometimes it comes off as if you're making our situation and plight about you and not for the true purpose of why you're calling somebody a racist. And when we reach out to you guys and we call it out, we just ask that you listen and attempt to understand us. If your feelings are hurt because of it, and you throw your work, your content, your platform, your viewers in the face of a Black creator or viewer who's trying to talk to you about their opinions, it comes off just disingenuous and grifty. That's just an opinion of mine. If you do this for praise, That's a red flag. And it shows us you really don't care if someone is racist as long as it makes it about you and it makes you look good. If your response to criticism from Black viewers or creators is to shut down or get defensive, you're really doing it for you. We are not research material or charity cases as Black creators or Black people in general. You can definitely do whatever you want and antagonize racists, but remember your privilege, because your privilege allows you to hide from your consequences. And you have to remember who will suffer the consequences of your actions by poking the bear, which would be the Black creators. So if you're pointing the finger, trying to stand up for the Black community, you do have privileges where, you don't get the side eye at the end of the day. We do, because you're standing in front of us and making it about the Black community by pointing out racism on a daily basis. And the ones that get the side eye at the end of the day is the Black people. So just remember your privilege. My final thought on all of it is that it's nice and fun to go off on racists online, but where will you be and what will you do when you have to make a sacrifice for the people you're fighting for? So at the end of the day, that's how I personally feel, and some people of color feel on this platform when we see people playing the white savior. For us, you have to understand, we know that racists exist. We know that racism exists on this platform. But at the end of the day, when you're blowing the horn on the same people over and over and over, when they already make themselves look like the racists that they are, what is that benefiting for us in our community in real life? Because fighting it online is not going to change real life situations. Fighting online is not going to save someone in the future like George Floyd in real life. Like, what are you guys doing in the real world to be our allies versus blowing this bullhorn on a daily basis on the same racist over and over? So that's just kind of my thinking.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, so like at the end of the day, if you want to be our ally, stand next to us. Let us be our voice when it comes to things like that. Versus what I see on here, which is called performative activism. If you guys want to learn more, I did play a few videos on YouTube. Look up the word performative activism and listen, and you will see the differences between what real allyship should be versus what performative activism what performative activism is right now on this app. There's plenty of books you guys can look up on Amazon, download it, read it. And again, tons of YouTube videos if you want to continue to learn outside of what I said.
Pastor Petty, can Queen play that? There's a YouTube video that she played in her live. And Pastor Petty, did you see that individual in the comment that says this? This is how I know that you've not unpacked.
Yes.
To that individual, I'm not even going to say your name, but you are the very people who I fight on a day-to-day basis. I don't like for people to tell me good job. I don't like people, it's anti-Black semantics. And here's the thing. Do you see, I told y'all I'm getting chemo right now. There are people, life is too short, but for you to say all lives matter, my life don't mean two shits to anybody, right? Pastor Petty, myself, we've never got on this app, begged and asked for anything. But let me just give you an example to you, individual that made that comment, all lives matters. You need to listen to this video that Queen is about to play. And I'm going to mute up. Because until a Black life matter, no life matters. Did you see? We can't even rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We can't even plead the blood of Jesus over you without being unalive. And I say that woman's name, P.AME.C.
Okay, so just a short clip. This one's on performative activism. It's a real quick clip.
Isn't focused on whether they're looking like a good ally. They're focused on showing up in allyship to people of color and not wondering about, am I going to be seen? Am I going to be rewarded? Social media can sometimes perpetuate performative or optical allyship because people feel like if I share this Instagram post or Twitter thread, that's me doing anti-racism work. Anti-racism work is taking a deep dive within first, really uncovering how you perpetuate white supremacy and then creating change from within. Posts can be helpful because people can learn about things that they may not be aware of, but people can get really self-satisfied from that place. We see these things that happen in the media, such as the hashtag Oscars So White, where the Oscars are being called out for essentially not having enough people of color.
Well, I'm here at the Academy Awards, otherwise known as the White People's Choice Awards.
You will see well-meaning white people get behind that, pointing the finger outwards essentially, but not looking within their own community and looking within themselves and asking, how am I adding to this fact that everywhere in every industry, the majority of people who are seen as the experts, those who are worthy of being given value and award, are white people. How do I help? Some ways that people with white privilege feel like they're helping Black people and people of color are through acts that come across as white saviorism. Movies like The Blind Side, The Help, The Great Wall really perpetuate white saviorist narratives. The example of The Great Wall, we have this story that's set in China, but the hero of the day is Matt Damon.
I'll give you the shows.
This is mainstream media, and the narratives that we are seeing is it doesn't matter what culture it is, it doesn't matter where these people come from, it's white people who are going to swoop in and save the day.
So that's just one of the short YouTube videos. But again, if you look up performative activism on YouTube, there's plenty of videos you can listen to. It not only covers the Black community and allyship, but the LGBTQ community and what they experience when it comes to allyship versus performative activism. So, yeah, thank you for letting me speak on it. I feel better again. I feel like it's a good learning lesson for everyone. I love my allies. I love you guys. I really do. But just make sure you're standing next to us and not in front of us. And make sure you realize that what you're doing online isn't really helping your Black friends, the Black community in real life with the behaviors. Because we know there's racists out here. We know it. They show it themselves. They show it all the time. But to blow the horn every day for what sometimes I see as praise from your followers or whatever, it's just weird to me. But nothing against you guys or anything, but thank you for letting me speak.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
Thank you, Queen.
So, oh damn, I get in the big buggers. Who live is this? Oh, we're gonna make it. I think, and I can't speak for anyone. I think there are a lot of receipts and a lot of micro receipts that people have picked apart. And like I said, I really don't know why they want me to call. I don't feel like I have anything to call out because I don't know. We should know what to say and what not to say. And sometimes we dig our own holes. And
oh shit!
That
I don't want
part.
to be on here. Give me off. Oh shit! Well, okay.
Pastor, would I be out of pocket if I said this? I'm just gonna do it anyway. That's that white privilege. A white T woman just came up and used her white privilege to derail something that was serious to all of us melanated people and people especially in the LGBTQ community. Let me break it down to you. I'm never going to be nothing but a nigga to y'all. They don't want to say it. I'm never going to be nothing but a black woman who's whining. To those who said all lives matter, until a black life is worth more than $1.97, that's how much it is to equate of making any human life. We're talking about the salt of the earth and those different things psychologically, if you understand what I'm saying. A pastor preached on it many years ago, and he said that we're only worth $1.97. Yeah, race doesn't matter. In what world do we live in? Because in my world, it does matter. And I use my white husband's privilege. I'm sorry. It makes people that don't like me or Pastor Petty or Queen, I'm sorry, y'all, not want to always talk about this, but we have to talk about the uncomfortableness. You think we want to be, I'm going through radiation. You don't think I want to be talking about racism right now? I'm trying to freaking live for my grandchildren. And all Queen is saying is, excuse me, all Queen is saying is, if you're going to be our allies and be in front of us, stand beside us. And some of y'all don't even want to do it.
I'll just quickly, I know Auntie needs to save her energy and all of that good stuff, but as us up here, have many chapters to unfold and divulge together to make sure that you get where we're coming from, Auntie, I just want to point out again, when people have the opportunity to come and be involved and listen and ask questions and, utilize us in the positive way, it's still not taken. It's still just a stream. It's still just a comment. It's still just maybe an eye roll. Like, I know what I said came out how it came out. I don't take a word back. I meant it, no matter how harsh it was. But as the days followed, I hope y'all saw what I saw and what I continue to see. And we can only give people so much. But why do we have to keep giving to get the basic respect that y'all get on a daily basis? Why do we have to keep putting ourselves out to help others understand us? It should be mutual. It shouldn't be a give, 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 and I hope you take it. And again, should we hit the minute notes, Uncle Daddy? Because, there's only so much we can do and say.
You can get the notes.
Pastor, can I say something? Somebody getting ready to say something. I want to say something. You know what's sad is that everything with Rissa and y'all, it's crazy. I'm a nana, so my grandchildren love to come with me to do this. It uplifts my spirit. But to see that we're talking about it, it needs to be talked about. Rissa and Queen, both queens are very much heard, but sometimes here's what they're saying in layman terms. Let me break it down for y'all. What's being actually said. We know that that lady dropped that word, the N word. We know that, right? We know that that lady, it rolled off her tongue as if it was okay. I would slap the taste out of my husband. I would probably hurt family members that don't look like me that use that word, because that word doesn't just roll off your mouth like that. And I'll just say, Lily Geddes, the way she rolled that off, some of y'all might need to lose your jobs. Some of you might need to, because we cannot stop saying as if we living in a world that doesn't exist in racism, or you don't have white privilege. I just told y'all, I got video footage of my husband using his white privilege and putting his arm out. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. He's that all-American white tea man. And I'm telling you, he acknowledges that he has that privilege. There are things that happen on this app that most of us can't do. And it's not that we're upset that the numbers that she get, but I'm going to say this one more time. Being a car salesperson that owned a dealership, people buy people. That's just how y'all are. Y'all support each other and be mad as heck at each other. But y'all are still ride with each other even if each other is wrong. Nothing is wrong with correcting someone if they've done something that is wrong. Nothing's wrong with that, because I would want y'all to correct. Pastor Petty can correct me. Rissa can correct me. Queen could correct me. Both queens could correct me. It's called constructive criticism. But for you guys to sit here and to viciously say all lives matter, I can't believe that some of y'all, like Pastor Petty, I've never comment cousins. I'm kind of disappointed because I was looking for y'all to respond. I was kind of looking for my comment cousins to say, hey, get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that prejudice. Get out of here with that racism. Get out of here. That's what I was looking for from my comment cousins, but that's not what happened. So I'm kind of like sad, being that I was born, saw two water faucets, and still having to deal. I don't even want to talk about what I got to deal with medically, right? I don't want to talk about how I have to pay for my prescriptions and I don't qualify for Medicaid or Medicare. I don't want to talk about that, how different America is, right? But what's sad is my common cousins, my expectations were so high that I was hoping that y'all debunked a lot of things that were just said.
So the one thing I'll say, one thing I do want to say is that the live was actually pretty good. Unfortunately, I had to do it on my backup to finish what I was saying the other night, and now I can do it back on my main. But I just want to say this in general, just everyone in general. We are all so quick to get into Petty's box and be part of the mess, the drama, calling people out. Why can't we have that same energy when we have educational lives like this and you want to get in a box and learn? One person I will give kudos to was Wifey the Wifey, All for One's wife, for jumping in the box with us the other day and asking questions. Heather something chill. Heather the realtor chill. I don't know what that says. Your box is too small.
Put it back up again. Put it up again,
But
Pastor.
all I'm saying is that everyone is so quick to jump in a box to be a part of mess and drama and pointless stuff in our life on this app. Why can't we jump in a box and support each other and learn and ask questions and show us that you're curious? It's okay. And just know if Auntie Carmen, Rissa, myself, Petty ever have a discussion about the Black community or allyship in the future, don't ever hesitate to come in a box and ask questions. To me, there is no dumb questions. I'd rather you ask the questions than sit in the dark and not know how to move forward or how to continue to grow as an ally on this app. But it's just wild. Like, it's so quick for people to hop in a box for the drama, but I can't see you hop in a box with us and just have a good conversation. Like,
And
respect.
so respectfully, because wifey was asking the questions that my husband was like, they've always wanted to ask those questions. My family members, my actual family members follow me, right? So my thing is this, and I'm talking about my white tea cousins, nieces, and nephews, right? My thing is that I tend to be more protective of my interracial marriage of 25 years, because the first thing white tea people will say is, what is it that he saw into you? Like, come on, like, for real. But you will think that that's not anti-black. You will think that when you say good job, good for you, that's, to me, those are red flags for me. And I appreciate wifey asking those questions that some of y'all wanted to ask. And nothing's wrong with constructive criticism, but y'all come into Pastor Petty's live. I'm in Bo's live a lot, right? I fight for the LGBTQ community because I have a lot of family members there, and I'm not tokenizing. I just want y'all to hear what I'm saying. A lot of bigots and homophobic people come into his space and forget that he's a gay man. Some of y'all forget that do y'all see Pastor Patty? He served y'all country. He got up and fought for some of y'all. And the disrespect, and if y'all DM him, he gonna let me know the blatant disrespect that y'all show him in his face, like he don't see it.
Hi, Auntie. Hi, cousins. I just wanted to come up here and say, Auntie, you are amazing. And I just wanted to say that I am praying for you. I know you have been sick, and I just want to say you are in my thoughts and prayers. I do have like I do have a granddaughter. I am a Nana. So I do have a granddaughter and I love her to death. And I just want to say that, when it does come to, I am Hispanic, and like when it does come to color, I don't, like when I said equal, I don't see color as, how people would say, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You know how you say how people would like separate, people from different colors. Um, you see me? I don't know what he's trying to say.
Unmute yourself
Oh,
for a second, sir, so she can hear you.
oh, okay. Hold on one second.
Oh, I was talking to the comments though. I was just kind of like saying I wasn't in our comments.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But Auntie, I didn't want to be like rude or anything because I was eating dinner and you asked me to come up in the box, so I didn't want to be rude or anything, but I did want to come up in the box and tell you, like you are in my thoughts and prayers. And, like when it does come to, this, I do see everybody as, equal. I don't see as anybody as color when it does come to this.
But the real world sees.
I do. I do. And that is not, it's very scary, and it's very sad that the world has become that way, Auntie. It is. It is very sad and scary.
Always been like that though. It's
Yeah.
gotten worse from the 60s. You would have thought that I was born in the 60s, and a lot of people didn't. You guys didn't see two water faucets. I saw two water faucets. Do you know what White Tea America says? This is scary to me. They say, "Oh, we've grown so much." What the? Are you
Yeah,
serious? Do you know that white tea supremacy within itself, the doctrine, how it was everything, every law was created not for Pastor Petty? Can you imagine being in a military and high ranking level as himself, Orissa? You know how we're talked to? Great job. That do y'all know that's a trigger for me. I don't like when people tell me that. Good
yeah, that's
job.
not okay.
Good job for you. Don't you say that to your dog? Good job, Fido. And people
Yeah,
don't understand. You got to unpack. So there are 3 books, and I shared it with Queen. And I think if you really want to, it's going to hit hard.
it is.
It's going to hit hard, but it's going to make you see things that you never saw. And there, white fertility, anti-racism, unpacking is really a hard job to do, but to always, like Queen said, always calling out somebody on their racist things. No, that we can't do that. Put yourself side by side with us and fight that battle. Not in front of us, but side by
Amen.
side. That doesn't happen. Look how some of y'all, you know what I say to myself? Some of y'all don't even know how to sow good seed. Watch this. I'm finna show y'all something. Y'all will sow seeds into foolishness like never before. Y'all, I've heard some of y'all say, I paid people's hotel rooms. I've heard some of y'all say y'all co-sign corrupt behavior. That's all we're saying. Don't validate corrupt behavior in layman terms.
Right, Auntie? I understand. I totally understand, Auntie. And it's sad how the world is. You know, you turn on the news and it's very sad, you know. And I appreciate you all, like I appreciate you all coming here, and I appreciate like listening to you all talk about this, because it is very important for us to hear about this nowadays, and also for our kids, you know, our future. Our future is everything, you know. Our kids are everything, and our grandkids, and also I want to say, Pastor Patty, thank you for for serving our country, you know. Thank you very much.
Well,
Appreciate
thank you.
that. And thank you, Auntie, and thank you, cousins, and much love to all of you. And I'm gonna drop down, but I just wanted to come up here, and Carmen, thank you. Thank you so much, and much love to all of you, and much blessings.
Love you.
Love
Love you
you,
guys.
Appreciate you
Petty.
too. Do that. Did you see
Petty.
that, Pastor Petty? Pastor Petty, do you see that? It's only 290 people in here. If we were doing that gossiping, that garbage, that gutter slut, I was there every time you went live, right? That's how I get through. I came on. People would comment, Pastor, see, look at that book that you have up there, dismantling. Go back in the big screen. Take me out the big screen, Pastor. Look at this book, y'all. This book is a good book. But imagine this book that he's talking about. Do y'all recognize who Pastor Petty is? Do y'all really see him for who he really truly is?
Petty, is it okay for Rissa to go over what isms are?
Of course, yes, of course. And I actually like when they get down like this. Anytime that I try to do anything educational, we get like 3, 4 people. So I do appreciate the education. So I actually like it low.
Can I make one quick statement and then I want to leave to the experts? One, thank you for acknowledging the fact that I was up in the box and asking questions. But the reason I did it is because I really wanted to learn and not for the acknowledgement. And two, I was going to say, Queen, if you could give the book list, because I did order 2 of the books. They should be here shortly. If you could go over the book list for everybody, because I think that's key as well.